Year 19 for Conley, 38 years old. Playing just his 5th game since February 1st. Randle kicks it out. Three-pointer is good from McDaniels.
It's been a career year for Jaden McDaniels. And starting last year, they started to put the ball in his hands a little bit more. He has proven he can make shots at a high level.
Durant defended by McDaniels. Trying to set the screen for Şengün with a shot clock down to 7. Şengün spinning on Gobert, missed the shot. Cleared by Conley. Conley goes to the right hand and floats it up and in.
Obviously, this is a must move, right? They had no options. As Chris said, you got to break the glass. It's an emergency. But Mike is now going to play with the starters. You hope that raises his level.
Just 4 points per game on the season for Conley. Durant's first shot, no good. Boarded by Gobert. Conley attacking early. And now Gobert in no man's land for him. He faces up on Şengün. And Şengün meets him in the air. And then in Houston on April 10th, the Rockets winning on January 16th back in Houston, 110-105. Both teams lose the tiebreaker to Denver as well, so another reason why this game is big. Şengün driving on Gobert, got deep in the paint, and now floating is fouled on the shot attempt. Late whistle here. They're going to get DiVincenzo.
Was pretty effective against Rudy Gobert. I think he was 5 for 13. Direct head to off the floor. They're nowhere near as good.
Şengün coming off a triple-double Monday in the loss in Chicago, the 4th of the season for him. And he gets both free throws for the first points for Houston. Randle draws Amen Thompson. Now attacks Şengün. The tip in by Gobert. Durant comes and gets it from Şengün. Stops inside the elbow. The jump shot no good. 0 for 2 to start the game for Durant. Dribble handoff to Conley. Working on Shepherd. Got past him and kicks it out to DiVincenzo for an open three.
But you can see what Mike Conley gives you at that point guard spot, right? I mean, they run good offense. There's direction to what they're doing.
10-2 Minnesota. Şengün in the lane. He's got all 4 for Houston.
He is confidently attacking Rudy Gobert.
Tough pass to handle. And DiVincenzo somehow got it away from Thompson, who's a terrific defender. DiVincenzo driving baseline on him. Shot clock down to 6. Knocked away by Smith. Thompson collides with DiVincenzo. No whistle. Thompson's hurt. Holding his right shoulder. The three-pointer no good from Randle. Conley there with the offensive rebound. Now McDaniels attacking and scoring in the lane.
He had all those years in Utah with Rudy Gobert. And you'll feel that connection when those two are on the floor together.
It's Jabari Smith on the drive. Thompson, who hurt his shoulder on the last possession. He was holding it for a good minute or two.
Never attended to him. He's like the Black Panther. He just zip him up. He's ready to go.
We just watched the problem this year. 10 losses against sub-500 teams. Thompson gets both free throws. Şengün has the other 4 points. Durant 0 for 2 from the floor. McDaniels has 5 to lead Minnesota. Get an update from George on Anthony Edwards coming up. It's the 5th straight game he's missed for the Wolves. Conley feeds Gobert. That connection you talked about as Gobert banks it in.
Mike has been aggressive in pick and roll. He's been aggressive trying to turn the corner and make plays through the first couple of minutes of this.
It's a huge game in the standings. Both these teams at 28 losses along with Denver as Durant misses. Offensive rebound, Eason. Houston won the first meeting. They can get the tiebreaker with a win tonight here in Minnesota. Durant 0 for 4. Conley pull-up three. And cleared by Smith.
I mean, think about it. Mike has barely played, and look how aggressive. That's going to be an offense.
Now Scott Foster saw it immediately and made the call. Gobert on the cut. Oh, what a play by Şengün, meeting him in the air and sending it back. Smith attacks, and Finger rolls it in.
Love to see Houston play with a little pace in transition, because their offense in a half court is one of the slowest in the league. So to get those easy buckets with some of their athletes, that would help immensely.
Here's Julius Randle, has not scored yet, and coming off a 9-point game. 3 for 14 from the floor in a win in Boston. Traveling violation here. It was the first win in Boston for the Minnesota Timberwolves time in Houston, April 10th. But again, if the Rockets win tonight, they'll have the tiebreaker. Thompson in the lane, decided to kick it out. A lot of extra passing on the perimeter, and nobody takes a shot. Only turned it over. Just an awful possession offensively. McDaniels stops, missed a shot inside. Smith trying to get the rebound, but Randle comes out of there with it. Now it's Conley walking into a three. No good. Durant hits the floor, and a loose ball foul call. Still trying to find their offensive sync. Obviously, Durant has been phenomenal, even at age 37. Still one of the best offensive players in the game. Gobert with the rejection. Sengun thought there should have been a goaltend. Long three. DiVincenzo around it out. Well, neither team can find the bottom of the net right now. 22% shooting for Houston, 42 for Minnesota, and another just miserable pass into the back. Highland, who we highlighted in the open, just checked into the game. He's averaging 20 points per game in the 4 games that Anthony Edwards has missed. He's got him in Thompson on him. Tells you all you need to know. He's an offensive threat, and Thompson's an excellent defender. Randle for 3. And loose ball ends up in the hands of Randle. Driving and spinning. Kick to the corner. DiVincenzo off the rhythm bounce. His 3 no good.
Now that's what Randle's got to continue to do. I know it's been a struggle for him shooting in terms of percentage. He does so many other things.
Durant in and out, but a foul.
A little bit. And part of that is Anthony Edwards going to his mid-range more. But that play by Julius where he gets Dante.
Durant with both free throws. And so 6 of the 10 Rocket points have come at the line. They're back within 4. Minnesota has missed its last 7 shots, and most of those have been 3-point tries. Highland on the step back, gets rid of Issa and dreams a 3-pointer.
He just plays with such verve and great energy.
At 23 Sunday against the Celtics, tying a season high. Durant in the lane. Had 2 defenders come towards him, and it didn't matter. He still scored. First field goal for Durant, who's shooting over 50% for the 15th consecutive year. Reed, nice footwork in the lane, and he scores. Ten games left in the season for Minnesota, 11 for Houston. Trying to get to that 4 seed to get home court in the first round as Shepherd drills the mid-range shot.
And that's critical, right, for Reed Shepherd. He has got to set them offensively. He's got to score it.
DiVincenzo left alone, but the 3 no good. Durant defended by McDaniels, and McDaniels blocks it, and then it's off.
And on Kevin's arm. No wonder Kevin's upset. He's still giving Ray Acosta an earful for it.
3-pointer from Highland, no good. And Kyle Anderson is checked into the game. Gets the fortunate bounce. Highland blows past his man, and how about the defensive play by Thompson? Highland was going to hammer that one down, and Thompson sent it back, and then Shepherd on the other end. Cans a 3.
Boy, he can get cooking on the offensive end now. He makes a couple early. Look out.
Anderson deep in the paint, kicks it out. Reed for 3, a little off balance. There was some contact, it looked like. Gobert has it blocked.
It could be its own highlight reel for 48 minutes or however long he's between the lines. His pressure is unbelievable. The attention to detail on the ball, off the ball. They're going to get a carry on Kevin.
3-minute mark, first quarter. Minnesota leading by
aggressive. They punched us in the mouth early. We got down. We just got to keep fighting and stick to the game plan.
Without Edwards out there, what changes potentially defensively for you guys?
Yeah, just everybody's more aggressive when he's not on the floor looking to get up shots, and because that's just a lot of scoring that's not out there. But, same difference. We just got to keep sticking to the game plan and do what we do.
Reed, good luck. Thank you.
Appreciate it.
Dave, DB?
Well, George, Houston has as many blocks as field goals, 5, but they only trail by 4.
was just a miserable first quarter shooting. 31 and 28%, combined 4 for 17 from 3, and 7 turnovers between the teams.
Randle kicks it out to Reed. Shot clock at 1. Reed gets it away, and it's good.
He has got so much offensive game. One of the candidates again for 6th Man of the Year. He's already won that once. I like his adaptability. You know, he's had to fit into different makeup of the Minnesota Timberwolves. He's always carved a role.
Jabari Smith has it go in and out. Thompson with the offensive rebound. Aaron Holiday checking in, and he can do that. He knocks down a 3, shoots close to 40%.
And you know, one of Houston's best offensive options is their ability to offensive rebound. Like, you can do so many things to help your group, even if your jumper isn't going.
He's got 3 assists. He averages 5 per game. That was not an assist. Unless he's throwing it to the person holding the popcorn in the 3rd row.
He can shoot it, though, that guy with the popcorn.
Amen Thompson picked up his 2nd foul, by the way. Keep an eye on that. Here's Finney Smith. It's been a rough year for him. Just hasn't gone his way as he turns it over. He missed the first 2 months of the season coming off ankle surgery in the offseason and just never been able to find his way. Randle gets downhill, and Julius Randle finally on the board.
That's him at his best, right? Getting downhill, using that big frame.
2 minutes gone by, 2nd quarter. Minnesota by 6. Şengün goes at the chest of Randle, and deflection by Highland, but kept alive. Holiday gives it up. Smith with 1 on the timer, and we've got a whistle and a foul called here on.
Early, it was well early.
Good defense by Anderson right in the grill of Smith, who has to put up a 3 with 2 on the timer, and his struggles continue, but a second chance opportunity. Smith just 1 of 4. He was 2 for 10, 6 points in his last game. He'll pull up from 15, and that one swishes through.
Kevin Durant struggling. Now he's getting his rest. Who is going to deliver consistently for Houston offensively?
DiVincenzo fires. 3 is off the mark. Rebound Holiday. Thompson penetrates and kicks. Smith. 3 is short. Randle's got the board. Randle going all the way the length of the floor. Count the basket and 1. And you mentioned the defensive miscommunication. Well, the other night against the Bulls, as the ball rolls off the rim, free throw no good. Ime Udoka said afterwards that we did not respect the game with the way we came out. Not saying that's the case again today, but lackluster offense, the defense not good. Another turnover. Randle with the steal. Udoka going to make him play through it right now.
I don't think the turnovers on both sides, I wouldn't say it's been a ton of force by great aggressive defense. I mean, a couple for sure.
Şengün goes right at Randle and puts it in. They definitely need him to step up offensively with Durant out of the lineup. He's averaging 20 points per game. He's got 6 so far tonight. It's only a 6-point deficit on the road. 4 minutes gone by in quarter number 2. Randle with the hot hand. Drives and kicks to Reed. And he stepped out. A Minnesota turnover. 3 from the floor here in the quarter after going 0 for 4 in the first. Another turnover. That's 7 for Houston. 2 on 1. Makes the pass and slams it down.
I am surprised he may not using a timeout. He may be very upset with the carelessness of his group right now.
They only have 1 more basket than they do turnovers. Eason's 3 is good, and boy, did he need that. He was just 3 for 36 in the month prior to that hit.
He had a stretch of 1 for 25. I mean, that guy through January was shooting such a good percentage.
He was in the upper 40s. Reed goes to the left hand and missed it. 1 and done. Opportunity in transition for Houston, but Minnesota gets back. Eason working on Anderson, and Anderson blocks it. Eason tries to go back up with it, missed it. And Anderson trying to start the break. Randle with a jab and fire. The 3 no good. Poked out to Thompson. 3 on 2. Smith in the lane. Puts up the shot. It's good.
Couple buckets by him here. Listen, this has not been a masterpiece, but neither team can get separation from the other.
Mike Conley with Ayo Dosunmu out, getting the start at point guard, playing just his second game this month and fifth game since Feb 1. Nice move by DiVincenzo. He missed the scoop. It's out to Conley, who gets DiVincenzo another look, and the three goes down. Chris Finch said when he had to bench Mike Conley, it's one of the hardest decisions he's ever had to make because of all the little things and leadership that Conley provides, and we're seeing that tonight. Shot clock down to 5. Şengün. Holiday with 2 seconds left. Puts it up with 1. Can't make the shot. That it was 8 years ago today. He said, I lost my grandma and baby bro and nearly lost my life in a house fire. He was able to get out. Unfortunately, lost 2 family members. And he hurt his knee, was told he likely would never play basketball again. But here he is 8 years later, not only playing but thriving, and he told us that basketball has been a great escape for him, especially on a day like today.
Had to jump from a 3rd-story window. He said, felt like 0.2 seconds away from not surviving the house fire and losing the 2 people closest to him. He said, I have perspective every day. And I think, Chris Finch was telling us earlier, he arrives here on a 2-way contract. Doesn't get a ton of minutes early. And he said, I never lost composure. I just kept waiting for my opportunity. And David, you said it, it's been years, but you can tell it is ever present in a young man's mind.
Rudy Gobert with his 3rd block. Anderson leaves it for Gobert, who missed the shot.
I love the non-whistle. That's just Rudy's inability to finish with bodies around him.
Eason skips the lane and throws to the corner, and Smith. Durant calling for the ball, and instead, another turnover, much to the frustration of both Durant and Ime Udoka. Here's Joe. You really sense how much he appreciates the second chance at life that he's been given.
And he and Dosunmu have been lifesavers. There you see him going, trying to get off the triple giant there. They have been lifesavers with the pace they've injected and the punch they've provided off the bench.
Kevin Durant 1 for 8 from the floor. He kicks it out. Smith's 3 is on target. His first triple of the game, and the 4th for Houston, back within 1. Second assist for KD. Reed body to body with Jabari Smith. Reed regathers, and Smith blocks it. There's been 13 combined blocks in this game. Conley trying to get to the loose ball. Out of bounds, will stay with Houston.
No, that little marginal there. There's been a level of physicality in this game allowed on both sides. You agree?
Yes, absolutely. And there it looked like maybe there was contact by Gobert on the follow-through to the arm of Durant. Durant just 1 for 9. McDaniels in the lane. A lot of times we watch high-level offense and say it feels like a playoff game.
Yeah.
This feels like a playoff game for a different reason, because of the physicality, and both teams know what's at stake as that hits the leg of Capella out of bounds as Shepherd lost his footing. It'll be Minnesota ball when we come back. Houston.